Hello! So, welcome to our first read aloud. Every Tuesday and Thursdays, I'm going to read a chapter book. So, I have Junie B Jones, first grade, Dumb Bunny, because it's almost Easter. And I'm going to try doing it where you kiddos can see the pages and the words on the screen also. So, as I'm reading out loud, you can also read with me. Sound okay? And if not, you can just look at the pictures and just listen to my voice. My kiddos are sleeping, so let's hope they keep sleeping. All right. So the title of our story is Junie B, first grade, Dumb Bunny. All right, I'm going to make sure I can see the screen. There we go. Chapter 1, Dumb Bunnies and Clucks. Monday. Dear first grade journal, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny. I am not allowed to say dumb bunny on account of my teacher hearing me call May that name on the playground. And he said for me to knock it off. Only there is something I just thought of. Even if I can't say dumb bunny out loud, I can still think dumb bunny inside my head. 'Cause heads are silent, which is what I like about heads. I'm going to try to say it out. I am going to try it out right now. I put my pencil down and looked at May. Then I squinted my eyes real teensy. And I thought the name just to myself. Dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny. May looked suspicious at me. What are you doing, Junie Jones? Why are you squinting like that? She asked. Stop it right now. Stop that squinting. I paused my squint. I'm not squinting at you, May. I'm not just squinting at you, May. I'm also thinking a name about you inside my head. And you don't even know what's inside. What name I'm thinking, 'cause heads are silent. Which is what I like about heads, I said. May frowns. I started to squint again. Dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, I thought. After I finished, I brushed my hands together very satisfied. There! That ought to hold me for a while, I said. May kept on frowning. Then, BAM! Sorry if I get a word wrong or backwards or reading wise. I'm trying to read through the screen, so it's a little blurry. So I'm trying my best. She exploded out of her chair and she zoomed to the front of the room. Mr. Scary, Mr. Scary, Junie B called me that name again. I know she did, only she thought it inside her head. And that is just plain sneaky. Mr. Scary was writing at his desk. He closed his eyes and did a big breath. May, what are you doing out? May, what are our 3 new rules about tattling? He asked. You and I came up with 3 new rules to control your tattling, remember? Oops, sorry, I have a timer. I have a meeting pretty soon, so I gotta try finishing this chapter, okay? You and I came up with 3 new rules to control your tattling, remember? Can you tell me what they are, please? May stood there in a real long time. She did not like the 3 new rules, I believe. Finally, she started to say them. Rule number 1, count to 20 before I tattle, she grumped. Ooh, that's a pretty good strategy. So if you were going to tattle on one of your brothers or sisters at home, count to 20. See if it still upsets you. Okay. Mr. Scary nodded. Yes, May? Excellent. That's the first rule. Go on. Rule number 2, said May. If I still feel like tattling, count to 20 again. Mr. Scary did a thumbs up. Yes, good. And rule number 3? May sucked on her cheeks. Rule number 3, if I still feel like tattling after that, go home eat dinner, go to bed, wake up, eat breakfast, come back to school, raise my hand to tattle. Then put my hand over my mouth and please be quiet, she said. Sorry, I'm really trying to figure this out. Mr. Scary clapped his... That's the wrong one. This one. Mr. Scary clapped his happy hands. Perfect! You've got it! Those are exactly the rules we talked about, aren't they? He said. I'm very proud of you for remembering them. He stood up and walked her back to her chair. You have great memory for rules, May, he said. The next step is to actually follow the rules, okay? I don't believe you counted to 20 this time, did you? He leaned over and tapped on him. I can vouch for that, I said. There's definitely no counting. Mr. Scary frowned at me. I'll deal with you in a minute, Miss Jones, he said. You and I are going to review the rules on name calling. I did a gulp. And I didn't even call her a name, Mr. Scary. All I did was think a name in my head, I said. May flashed her angry eyes. No, you did not just think it, Junie Jones. You told me what you were thinking it, and this is exactly like saying it almost, she said. She went on. Plus, you didn't even think it quietly. You thought it so loud that I could hear it in your brain. She looked up at Mr. Scary. My ears were tested last year in kindergarten, she said. The nurse said I can hear as good as a North American barn owl. Mr. Scary stared at her a real long time. No, May, no, I'm sorry, he said finally, but the nurse did not tell you that. You do not hear as well as a North American barn owl. May squirmed in her chair a little bit. Squirming is what happens after fibbing. At least that has always been my experience. After a minute, May put her head down on her desk and covered up with her sweater. Mr. Scary bent down next to me. And as for you, Miss Jones, this is the absolute last time I ever want to talk to you about name calling, he said. I don't want you to say dumb bunny, or think dumb bunny, or sing dumb bunny, or hum dumb bunny, or write dumb bunny. Do you understand? I tapped my finger on my desk. But then what am I supposed to do when May is mean to me? I asked him. I have to call her something or else she won't even know I'm mad. I thought for a second. Then I clapped my hands together. Hey, I know. Maybe I could just think dumb bunny, the dumb part in my head, and I'll call her just plain Bunny, I said. Would just plain Bunny be okay with you? May popped out from under her sweater. No, she grouched. Just plain Bunny isn't nice either. My friend Sheldon stood up. Bunny isn't nice? How come Bunny isn't nice? He asked. I have an aunt named Bunny, and she's very, very nice. Sheldon looked at Mr. Scary. My Aunt Bunny is married to an Uncle Vern, he said. Aunt Bunny has a lot of... Mr. Scary quick held up his hands. Sheldon, we know. You've told us many interesting things about your Aunt Bunny, but right now we don't need to hear about your Aunt Bunny. Skull tattoo, says Sheldon. Please sit down, said Mr. Scary. Across the room, Lucille sprang right up. Well, I love bunnies, she said. And so this subject is perfect timing for me because I have a big party at my house on Saturday, and all of you are invited to come. She bounced up and down real excited. And guess what? A very famous bunny is going to be there to meet you. Guess who else, everyone? Guess who it is, everyone? Guess the bunny, she said. Room 1 thought real hard. Then all of us started to guess at once. Bugs Bunny? Buster Bunny? The Bionic Bunny? Thumper? Lucille rolled her eyes. No, she said. My bunny is way more famous than those dumb cartoons. Guys, we guessed some more. The Trix Bunny? The what is that word? Velveteen Rabbit? Peter Rabbit? We asked. Lucille stomped her foot. No, she said. What's wrong with you people? It's the Easter Bunny. Haven't you ever heard of the Easter Bunny? She reached out onto her desk and pulled out some fancy envelopes. Then she waved them around real angrily. Do you see these invitations? Huh? Do you? She asked. Those are invitations to the Easter egg hunt at my rich, expensive house. And I was going to pass them out at lunch, and you dumb clucks never ever heard of the Easter Bunny, and just never mind the whole thing. And just that, and after that, she did a huffy, and she bounced back to her chair. Mr. Scary buried his head. Oh, Mr. Scary hurried over there. Then he quick got her up. He took her by the hand, and he walked into the hall. They were gone a real long time. When they finally came back, Lucille said she was sorry for calling us dumb clucks. That is some kind of insult, apparently. Then she took the envelopes out of her desk again, and she gave everyone invitations. And so, yippee, yippee, hooray, hooray! Room 1 is going to a party. And that was the end of chapter 1. Again, I'm sorry if I got a word wrong. When you were following along, I just want you guys to be able to read the words too. So I'll put that on, and on Thursday we'll read chapter 2. So, if you followed along, go ahead and on this post you can comment a little bit of the story that you liked or something that you liked seeing, okay, or hearing, or if you liked reading along with us, okay? I can't wait till Thursday. See you then. Bye, guys.